Hello everyone, welcome to race 3 out of 4 at Teamsport EKarting in Utrecht, where today we are gonna be involved in a crash, and I'm curious, do you think it's my fault or not? Stay tuned for that, and also for a better personal best, so we're gonna be having a lower lap time, which is always good. Today we are at the final before the final, if that makes sense. We're gonna have a race, the third race out of 4, and then it's gonna be split into a new final where there's different people. So I'm just talking to my friend how he is doing. He's doing quite well. My friend in front of him, Alan, is doing less well, and I'm doing not that great, but Samuel's having a great event. He's almost into the top 15 and we might even make it. We'll see at the end in the standings. But yeah, it's race 3, and after this race the top 15 will go into a final and the lower 11 will go into a final. But this race is going to be 1 lap qualifying and then a race, so we're just gonna go out there and try to set a great lap time. So yeah, just making sure the brakes work. We're already going to do the visor down. Everyone's standing in position, and here we go, making sure we're not too close to the guy in front, trying to set a new personal best in this qualifying, making sure we got a good run out of this final corner across the line. Here we go, the first lap. We have the first chicane and we do this decent in the first, decent in the second, a little bit better than last week as well. Now up to the spiral, we didn't maximize last week, we do maximize it a lot more now. Go to the outside, make sure we have a little bit less understeer, a little bit of a short brake, and then make sure we don't go too wide but also not too narrow here. Go on throttle early, make sure we don't hit the wall on exit, and try not to have too much steer through this section. Now through this, another hairpin. Here we go up the hill, and then the final hairpin. We do take it quite decently, not that much oversteer, and here we go across the line. That lap time was 33.996, quite close to our personal best, but not quite there, and we're gonna have to see which position it's gonna bring us. It's the best lap I have set today, at least in qualifying, so that is a good sign for maybe this session as well. We're gonna park up here and then we're gonna see what we can do and what our position is going to be. So the first people are immediately going to get waved through as well to their positions. Unfortunately, we're not in first 10 actually, as you can see on the screen right, and now the 33.9 is not even in the top 10, with the most people, at least 5 of them, also having a better lap time than my personal best, actually a lot more than that. So that's great for them, but unfortunately it's gonna mean we're gonna have to be starting a little bit lower down. We're gonna be starting from let's see at the lap times if they're going to the last numbers, and here we go, they're going to number, and we're actually last, so we're the slowest out of 13 people. Unfortunately, our best lap time yet was not good enough, and talking to the marshal, he's like, yeah, you had a great lap time, but it's a really tight field, a really competitive field, and unfortunately that means we are last. But that means we can only do better in the race. We're gonna have to be trying our best. We're still a little bit hurting from last week, the crash we had. If you haven't watched that, go watch it and then watch this video, because it's really important as well for the standing. So last place, we're the last to line up. That also means that we don't have to wait that long, and we're gonna be trying to have some positions at the start because we will have a clear track. But here we go, we have to lean to the side. We have 4 lights, 5 lights are now on, and here we go, we are green, we're going racing. Here we go, we have to go to the outside. The guy in front doesn't have a great start, but no way through. Unfortunately, that too wide, and if they're going too wide, there's not really that much room, so we're trying around the inside now, number 20, but he is fighting also, and he goes defensive. We try to send it up the inside. We do have a lot of oversteer because we brake a little bit too much and unfortunately lose a little bit of time, and now are in position 13. But here we go, we're gonna try it through. The guy in front of us cuts through and I hit him on the back, and unfortunately that is gonna be a crash, and that's the crash that I was talking about. Now I do think he cut across me and I couldn't really do anything, but we are going to get the special flag for this session, which is the orange flag. And it basically means you have to give the position back. Now I already knew I was going to get the flag. I don't think it was really that fair, but I waved to the guy that I'm gonna let him through. So unfortunately green, so we're gonna be losing a lot of time, so it's gonna be really difficult to catch up to the pack. And we are now in lap 2 out of 20, so a little bit of a shorter race as well, not 24 laps like last week. So we're gonna try. This guy is quicker than us. We're gonna try to follow him through, but unfortunately we lost a lot of time. So we're gonna have to see what we can do. Maybe the Joker lap will help us out, because we still have to take that maybe under yellow flag or something. But right now we are really staying with the guy in front. He is quicker, like I said, but had an unfortunate start, starting from the back. Maybe he did it on purpose, getting a lower lap time, I don't know. But anyway, it's gonna be difficult for us now, because we do have him right in front of us. We actually do seem to be quicker, so that's good for us. So here we go down the spiral, trying to stay with him, the most difficult corner on the track in my opinion, and he is quite in our grasp. So maybe we're gonna try and have an overtake. We're actually gonna do the Joker lap right now. I don't know why I did it this early, maybe because I was catching up and I thought I can overtake him if I do it right now. But yeah, there is not an opportunity now that are gonna be a yellow flag, and we're gonna use that. So that's a bit unfortunate, but we're gonna have to see if it works out for us. So a 36 lap time, and that is a decent start with the Joker lap. So here we go. Oh, we actually have a yellow flag, and we're gonna go to the spiral, and we'll see two people who have crashed, unfortunately, but it does mean that it's gonna be 2 positions for us, and we're now up to position 11. So just a case of someone sending it down the inside, not making it work, and crashing the guy in front. And it would have been great to do the Joker lap right now, but we have already done it. So we're just gonna have to see what we can do this race, and I think most people will have done the Joker lap as well. So that will make sure that we have to catch up on our own pace and not have to rely on that. So here we go, we're going green again, position 11, lap 5. So we're already 1/4 through this race, quarter done, and still 3/4 left to go. So we're going again to the spiral now. Here we go, trying to maximize our lap time. We do see the guy in front. He actually has not done his Joker lap because he's way too far in front for that, and he's actually doing it right now, and he's gonna come out just in front of us. We're gonna have to try. We're now side by side through this flat out section. Here we go, he almost puts us into the wall, and now we're gonna have to try and do a switchback, but he defends beautifully up the hill. Here we go, he's still defensive, so we're gonna stay right behind him, and that's gonna be really great. Our lap time 34.5, not that great, but because of the yellow flags and everything, we're just trying to follow him through. And now he's actually gaining us on the straight. He's quicker on the straight, more drive, but down the spiral we can actually stay with him. But now we're gonna somehow see him having more speed on the straight again. He does have some great pace. We're gonna have to try and follow him and maybe catch up again, but as you can see, the gap is growing again, and I'm gonna be, unfortunately, I think a little bit slower than him. So that's frustrating, not being able to catch up with the guy in front, just seeing him drive away basically every corner, trying to match what he does, but it's not working. And we do actually set a best lap right now. We have increased or decreased the time on our personal best, 33.788, as I can see, which is really good. And we're gonna have to try and get this even better, because most people do have a better personal best or a better lap time right now. So we're staying actually, I think, within touching distance. If he makes a mistake, which is unlikely, but if he does make a mistake, we'll be right there to pounce on it. And there we go, another personal best, 7 thousandths of our previous best. So still improving our lap time, improving everything that we can, and staying with the guy that is just right in front of us. He's about a 10th a lap quicker, I can see on the lap time. So that's a little bit, unfortunately, he's gonna be getting a little bit smaller every lap. But we do have the luck that we have 2 people behind us, so we're at least not finishing last, I think, unless they are gonna be catching up quickly. So we're gonna have to see what we can do with them. Maybe if the guy in front catches up with the people in front, but that's really difficult, because as you can see on the footage, they're not even on the same straight right now, so we can't even see them and can't even see where they are. So that's really difficult, and I do actually make a mistake down the spiral, hit the wall, and that's gonna cost us a little bit more lap time. We do actually have set this previous lap another quickest lap at 33.715, so we're doing really well right now, but still not good enough. And if we look at the best lap times from this session, then we can see we're actually except one person the slowest on the fastest lap that they set. So that's definitely something I need to be improving on, and I am actually improving on it because we already lowered it with 2.5 tenths today, no 1.5 tenths today, so that's already decent. But we're gonna try next week in the final to improve even more. But just right now following through, and the last lap time actually being the same as our qualifying lap. So yeah, that's really good and really encouraging, even though I didn't know at the time. I was a little bit disheartened by lower grid positions that we had the whole time, and just running at the back not feeling that great. But seeing in this editing and afterwards that my lap time is improving is something that is very encouraging, and definitely something I'm gonna have to take with me to the next memory event whenever we are going. But yeah, we're just going through the motions right now, trying to stay in front of the guys behind us. And this is lap 11 out of 20, so already more than halfway through this race. It's going by really quickly, but we do have some encouraging signs. Our lap times are staying in the 33s, and where it previously was like really sometimes or really scarce that I had lap times in the 33s, they're now every lap or almost every lap. So that's something that's really encouraging, something we're gonna have to take with us to the next memory event, and something that is gonna be able to cheer me up right now. Feeling not that great during the memory event, like I said, because it's really disheartening when you feel like you can do better, but yeah, everyone's just quick. The quick guys are there, but it's really encouraging in the 33s, and we're definitely gonna be trying to improve in it in the final, trying to get at least a top half finish, so like top 6 in the final, because there's 11 people in the final. It's still gonna be a massive task because there's at least 5-6 people that are definitely way quicker than me in that final. But also my friend Alon is probably gonna be there. I knew that from this point onward, so that's gonna be maybe a really fun battle if we are on the same pace, but we'll have to see for that next week. For now, just trying to do the best I can and really trying to get in those lap times, and it is really encouraging. I'm in pain. I'm thinking I'm way too slow, but looking at the lap times, which I wasn't doing in the race, you can see the screen on the right there that's actually telling me my lap times. I wasn't looking on it, I wasn't focused on it, and it's definitely something that I could have done to make sure that I see that I'm definitely doing better than I think. So yeah, some good signs, some good things to take with us to the next memory event, and even some other races we might be doing, because we do also have the 24 hours of course coming up. There's a little bit less of a pressure on me there. It's just gonna be doing my best, but we do still have only 5 more laps remaining, so final 5 laps. And I'm actually gonna be looking up behind me a little bit, because I can see that the guy behind me is setting some really good lap times. He's catching up most of the laps, and his best lap time now is a 33.3, so that is 4 tenths quicker than my best lap time. So one of the quicker guys has been crashed out, and it's definitely a job for me to keep him behind. We have seen before in a previous series, in a previous memory event, that I can be really good at defensive driving. I haven't shown that this memory event. I've definitely had some bad defensive driving in a previous heat here, but now we are going to have to try and just make sure the gap doesn't come down too much, that he doesn't have any idea or any chance of an attack. I waved to my dad. He was making videos and taking pictures as well, and that was really fun to see, and really fun between heats to talk with him about the races, how it was going, and trying to strategize a little bit. But here we go. After this lap we have 4 more laps to go, and we are looking good for that 11th place, but still everything to play for. If someone makes a mistake, maybe we can even gain a place. So there we go. He is now in the same chicane and on the same straight, about I think a second, maybe 1.5 seconds behind us, and he is about half a second or a few tenths a lap quicker at least. So he's gonna be right on our tail at the end of this race, and it's gonna be real fun to see if we can keep him behind. So here we go again, up the hill, and then looking behind us everywhere we go. Have to make sure we don't make a mistake looking behind us. I have done that in the past. If you have seen the Driebergen series, the 1v1, I looked behind me and made a mistake there. So a little bit slower lap now in the 34, so my pace is dropping a little bit, but we have to make sure it doesn't drop too much, because then we are going to be in a lot of trouble, and he is going to be catching up. He's about 4 tenths even a lap quicker than me. So yeah, it's really quicker than us. 4 tenths a lap is the pace you need to get an overtake done. So we're gonna have to be careful now. You can see he's actually in the same corner as us. So the gap will be now at around 1 second with 2 more laps to go. 4/10 a lap. We should just be able to keep him behind us. But yeah, he is gonna be gunning for us, and having someone in front of you, I know from experience, can definitely make you quicker. But we actually do the spiral really well, and we unfortunately haven't had a better lap time than our 8th lap of this race, but we are staying close, staying in within 2/10 of that, so that's really good, and really trying to stay below those 34s, because if we're gonna be in those 34s, he is definitely gonna be catching up. So 1 more lap to go. Here we go, final lap, and he's really close. He's almost there, but we have just enough of a gap. He's about 2 kart lengths behind us. We make sure we go normally through this corner, don't go defensive and make even more time or lose even more time than we need to. And going through this complex right now, the final few corners, here we go, full throttle, and he's right on our tail. He's actually within a kart length, and we do take it normally because we know it's not able to send it. And here we go, we do go defensive last corner, but just as he is about to catch up, we make it to the line, and there we go. That is 11th place for us. So we were fortunate that we did get those places, but we are happy to have them. So here we go, the race results. Lennart wins, Julian second, and Thomas in third. A great podium and some good point for those guys. We finished 11th, and that means 13 points for us. And here we go into the pit, and now gonna have to look at the standings and the final. So this is gonna be final A, with Chess, Lennart and Anthony being really close, and the other guys just behind them. And my friend, is he gonna be there? Is Samuel gonna be there? And yes, he actually makes it 13th place. Really great job by him, and he is going to be into that final. We didn't make it. It was quite a lot of points. It was 8 points, 9 points more than 10 points actually that we needed, and we are in 8th place. Our friend Alon is in 10th in this final, so he's going to be joining us, and we're going to be at that final next week. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more karting content and for some great finals coming up, because we also have the final of Samuel that will be shown here. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.